Grab your bourbon and brace yourself. Welcome to Bourbons and Blindsides, the podcast where we pour strong drinks and unpack even stronger drama. I'm Public, joined by Bond, and we're the host with the hot takes and zero chill. Tonight we're diving into the blindsides that left us screaming, the backstabs, the fake outs, the eliminations nobody saw coming, all while we sip something smooth and brown. No confessionals needed, just real talk, real whiskey, and the kind of twists that make reality TV legendary. Pour up, folks, because the drama is about to blindside you. Let's go. Bond, what's up?
What's happening?
Welcome to the newest podcast, Bourbons and Blindsides.
First ever inaugural episode.
Inaugural episode, man. We've known each other for about 10 years now.
Something like that, yeah.
And one of the things we've had in common besides our sports fandom has been reality TV, competition reality TV mainly. And we talk about it a lot. Now let's talk about it with other people.
Let's do
it. Survivor 50. You've been watching Survivor since what, season 1?
Oh yeah. And I think it came out in it was 99 or something like that.
Seems like it.
Yeah, I was just finishing up college, and I still remember watching that first season with a bunch of my college buddies just sitting around a living room.
I remember the first.
Never thought 2026 it would still be on.
I remember that first season too. Richard Hatch with the fat naked fanny.
Yeah.
I kind of lost it after season 1, but I remember that because it was huge that first season.
Oh yeah, it got
that was in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire era and all that.
Yep.
But yeah, so we didn't get to do the pod last week. You were on vacation, so we'll kind of go through episode 1 a little bit, and the intros, and start from there. So what'd you think? I like the intros where they played the videos from the past seasons, and what'd you think of that?
Yeah, that was really cool. It I don't know, it just you watch it and they show all that, and it's just oh man, this is cool. This is what we've been waiting for since they announced this season 50.
And another thing that they did was play a lot of the episodes that we're going to have from the past that leading into the season that would kind of give people that hadn't seen some of those seasons an introduction, which is like myself. I think I've watched from probably mid-30s on, but I didn't watch the middle one, so I didn't have no idea about the Coach and Ozzy drama and all that. So I got caught up on that before, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had seen, like you said, I'd seen all the seasons, but I've never really rewatched any of them. So some of those that are 15, 20 years old, it's like watching it all over again for the first time.
Yeah, I probably forgot a lot of things that happened. But and then the first thing that Jeff tells them when they're all in their group is the fans voted to make them earn rice and supplies, and they didn't seem too happy about that. They didn't seem too excited.
They definitely weren't happy, and I mean, for me, I don't know if it's. I don't care either way whether they had it or not. It's not that big a deal to me if they're eating rice or not.
Yeah, the right. I guess I could see both sides, getting rice or supplies, either way.
Yeah, it does kind of make it more old school though, having to earn.
Yeah, it does.
So I like that.
And that's kind of what they went to in the last since they made the season shorter as well. And then the tribe breakdown. So Vatu with Colby, Kyle, Q, Rizzo, Angelina, Aubrey, Genevieve, and Stephanie. And then we got Cila with Christian, Joe, Ozzy, Rick, Cirie, Emily, Jenna, and Savannah. And the Kalo tribe with Charlie, Coach, Jonathan, Mike, Chrissy, Dee, Camilla, and Tiffany. I think that Vatu tribe at the very beginning, I mean, it looks stacked.
Yeah.
It looks stacked, especially not knowing a whole lot of the people. I mean, Colby's still a beast. Kyle was a well-rounded player. Q, a beast. And then Rizzo's kind of Rizzo and Aubrey are kind of comp.
Yeah.
Not real great, but Genevieve and Stephanie can definitely hold their own.
Yeah.
And then Angelina with puzzles. What did you think of the first mix?
I thought it was good. They did a good job of kind of splitting up, not putting too many of the people that have played together together on the same tribes. Obviously, you got the Ozzy Cirie pair and Stephanie Colby, but for the most part, they did a pretty good job of mixing everybody up with old and new, and not getting too many people that have played together before on the same tribe initially.
Yeah, that was a good thing. I agree with that. And then go right into the first challenge where, like we said, Vatu, like they're just too strong, man. Stephanie comes out of the gate and just beasts the first part of the comp.
Yeah, it was her, Savannah, and Camilla on that first part. Stephanie just blew them away.
Blew them away. But Jonathan kind of brought Cila back into it, or no, he's on Kalo tribe. He kind of brought them back into it. Like he went beast mode on that, like Jonathan does. But
oh yeah,
still too much in the end. Rizzo and who was it? Was it Rizzo and Aubrey at the very end? I think.
Yeah.
That got the key out, and then so they win. They win the first tribe, get supplies, and immediately we get Coach versus Ozzy going to the
Coach Ozzy and Q.
Coach Ozzy and Q, and just sets up drama for the season. Like, just couldn't work out any better for Survivor on this.
Perfect.
They go out there, and Ozzy and Coach kind of settle their demons, and Q's just chilling. Like, I don't know about these two. And,
yeah, it's funny. They at first you think Ozzy and Coach are kind of like burying the hatch a little bit, kind of apologizing to each other, and Q's kind of just chilling, and then you think, all right, well, I guess everything's good with them now. Nope,
not at all. Ozzy is still a beast. He got up that pole so damn quick, and then in the water, like Q was like, "I'm in trouble." I think that's what he said in his confession.
Yeah,
I'm in trouble.
He was sitting there digging, and he was looking up like, "Well, where are they? Yeah. Where did they go?" And I thought that was going to be. I thought Ozzy was just going to take off and just dust them until obviously the end was kind of an equalizer there.
Yeah, that not getting the key, and then Ozzy is trying forever to get the key, and it's just not working. And then
he makes away.
Yeah, and he makes a deal with Q, but Coach didn't say anything. Coach never joined in, just like Coach said. And I guess Ozzy thought it was just going to be understood. Nobody else is going for the key other than Ozzy. So of course, if Q gets it, he's not going to I think he was just trying to get Q to try.
Yeah,
I think that's what that was. And then Ozzy ends up knocking it off, and then Coach starts to steal it. And if one thing that's missed is Q threw his stick out there to try to take that key too.
Oh yeah, yeah, he wasn't just going to sit there.
And Ozzy didn't catch that. Luckily for Q, because Ozzy's kind of holds grudges. And then started the Ozzy and Coach fiasco all over again.
Yeah, it's that. I think it's going to continue as long as they're both on this island.
it's we got tribe swap next week, or not to get ahead of ourselves.
I know it's too early. I don't like it this early, but
wonder if hopefully maybe they'll draw the same buff and be on the same tribe.
If they're on the same tribe, that'll make it the swap worth it for sure.
And then so Q and Ozzy have to stay on the Exile Island overnight, and throughout the challenge, Ozzy was complaining a little bit about his back, and then he kind of talks about that later in episode 2. But then we go to the island, and already like some of the old heads are already targeting people. Chrissy's targeting D, and then what's her name? What was her name? The one that was targeting Cirie right off the bat.
Oh,
Jenna.
Genevieve. Oh, Jenna. Yeah, Jenna Lewis.
Yeah, Jenna from season 1 already targeting Cirie.
We've already forgot about her. She's gone.
what were your thoughts about that? Like, already.
I thought it was it was kind of weird. I figured all the old school people would stick together, but
I kind of thought so too. And then to come for Cirie, like, you really. That's somebody with a lot of social capital, or somebody that can gain it really, really quick. And that's just kind of, I don't know about that. Like, I understand she's a dangerous player, but you need some social capital in the game first, because Cirie is really, really good about getting people on her side.
Yeah, as you could see that tonight again.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like Traitors. Her season on Traitors, like what she did on Traitors, was pretty impressive as well. And then we got Devins and Christian pair up. This is such an odd pair.
It is a weird pair, and then they kind of pulled in Emily, so it's kind of three quirky people.
And one thing, we're kind of combining both episodes, but does Emily have a game? Does she play her own game? She is so easily influenced in any direction.
Yeah, I remember. If you remember her season, it was all about her like coming off. I don't know if it was abrasive or just she didn't know how to kind of talk to people socially, and then she kind of like learned by the end, more about herself. And I think now that coming back this time, she's kind of trying to be more aware of that, and maybe she's going a little too far with it and just kind of going along with everything.
She seems really submissive, everything. Like it's that sounds like a great idea.
She's like a total 180 from last time.
Absolutely. And then we got the Colby, Stephanie, Kyle, and Genevieve foursome that joined up.
That's a good was a good
was a good pairing.
I thought it was a good group that could have done some damage.
And then Aubrey and Genevieve, Aubrey, she's gonna be an early boot.
I think so.
I think so.
Maybe she might be able to save herself now, but
yeah, Genevieve is basically like, hey, I want to work with you, and I was like, screw you.
I'm getting serial killer vibes from her these first two. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, she's just like, no, I don't want to work with you. There's tension here.
Yeah,
kind of okay, just take it and move on, whether you want to work with her or not.
At least tell her you want to, even if you don't want to.
And then Ozzy gets the extra vote from the Exile Island, and Q gets supplies but loses his vote.
Right.
Ozzy did a good job of kind of talking Q into that, and
Yeah, he did, because at first Q was he was on the fence about it, and he's like, I might need the vote, I don't know, but then he let it go. I guess he didn't want to listen to Ozzy talking about it forever or something, but he talked him into it.
He did. And then once they get back to camp, Kyle brings Q into the fold. And then Kyle was really, really impressive with just his reads and understanding of the game. You could see how he won his season.
Yeah.
He kind of was the total package.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's good. He was set up. I mean, obviously he won before, but he was set up, I think, even better this time than he was in the last game.
And he was really set up in the last game.
Because
they had Mr. Loyalty. Joe does no wrong. And then Christian starts fire with his glasses.
That was cool.
This was really cool.
Yeah.
But it kind of, I thought it might be a bad move at the time, just watching it, just because, Genius can be a lot scarier than Brawn in a game like this, but nobody really took it that way. There's other targets to fry on that tribe, but
I think because he's so quirky, he's not coming off threatening.
Yeah,
he's just kind of he's coming off a little bit goofy, but everyone knows he's a super genius.
That was a hell of a move. Him and Devins, him tripping to kind of take the attention away from Devins at the end of the tribal, and then he even played more into it by trying to walk the wrong way.
Then he's like, Cirie, you go first.
Oh man!
When we get to that part, I want to go more into that and kind of figure out what the end game is for that.
Because they might not be the next team to go to tribal, right?
Yeah, are they trying to fool another tribe? Are they trying to fool people on their own tribe? They're swapping now. They didn't know that at the time, but
and it's gonna be an idol without a scroll, right? Because they sent the still have the scroll?
It's a paper without an idol, right? Or they put the paper in there, or I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, it's something.
Whatever it is not going to work.
Yeah, I don't know. Devins is
he's just trying to do something to do.
He's a character.
Yeah,
he's a character. And then then Devins immediately tells Cirie that Jenna's throwing her name out.
Well, yeah, and as soon as that happened, she was done.
And Ozzy tells her about his extra votes. So Cirie's just getting all this social capital. She's just gaining it. And this is just
every
what she
season.
does.
Yeah.
Like she did it on Big Brother. She did it on
Mhm.
Traitors. Like she just like, and part of it, like I was kind of upset. Like I hate seasons, and I hadn't watched any of Cirie's seasons, so I hate seasons with one returning player or just two returning players or anything like that, because they kind of flock and idolize these people. So I thought a lot of that was happening in Cirie's Big Brother season. But now seeing her play Survivor and watching her play Traitors, it's just kind of her personality.
And people just flock to her no matter what.
Yep. And then one thing I want to ask you, are we going to get more coachisms or more Cirie coming off her couch this season?
Coachisms.
I'm kind of getting tired of both of them. Like, you got to get up off your couch. Okay, we get it by now. I've heard it like 5 times in the first couple episodes.
I need to start writing down the coachisms because we're getting one every week for sure.
Absolutely. And then we got Jonathan forming an alliance with Mike, White, Coach, and D.
That's a strong alliance if it sticks.
If it sticks. I mean, Mike White, dude, is
Superman. Mike White coming in with a 6-pack.
Yeah, like we've heard that about 5 or 6 times already. But I mean, like he's done really, really well in the comps. He's got a awesome social game. Just because I mean, he wrote White Lotus.
He's famous, and everyone wants a cameo like Christian and Angelina got.
And I mean, he's doing really. He's really well positioned. I think he's really well positioned in this game.
He definitely he's gonna go real far.
And then one thing that we didn't really see this episode any fallout from, I'm not sure how strong it still stands, is D, Tiffany, and Camilla formed a 3. In that first episode.
Yeah, they did that, and then haven't really. I mean, it's only been one more episode, but we haven't really seen much more from that. So,
and they haven't been in danger either.
No, not at all. Like they haven't got the one tribe is getting all the airtime because they keep going to tribal.
And then Kyle gets hurt, tore his Achilles, and some of the stuff I've seen online was that he actually made it up the wall and then went back down to help Colby get up before.
I did hear that today actually on a pod that he had to help Colby up, and if he wouldn't, like they were talking about like if he doesn't go down there to help, like how different does this season end up, like even
absolutely
far into it, you know?
Absolutely. Like maybe if it was Q that went down there to help instead or something. You know, it's just a freak accident, and it really sucks because I mean Kyle was set up.
He was, and I like that group that they had going there.
I think he's definitely the best set up out of Vatu. I think Cirie's in the best position out of, is it Cila? She's on Cila.
We're gonna be one episode from the finale, and I'm still not gonna know I'll know the tribe names when they get to the merge, and there's only one.
and then Kalo is the blue team, and I think Mike White's probably the best setup out of there.
Definitely, yep.
And then Cirie cost her tribe the immunity in that with the monkey toss. She couldn't get the lever, couldn't get it in there. They were like all 3 tribes were pretty neck and neck until that point.
Oh yeah, I heard Jenna's exit interview, and she said they were there she was there for a legit like 15 to 20 minutes trying to get that thing.
That's rough. That's rough. And I don't know why. I mean, some of that's like Christian said afterwards, like they just put the wrong person in that position.
Yeah, apparently Savannah was lobbying to do it because she said she had just done it, you know, on her season. She had only been back for like 2 weeks between seasons, and that she had just done it and done it good. And then Cirie's like, I've practiced this exact thing at home, and then there was something different about it with a net or whatever, so it threw her off. But I don't know if they weren't allowed to switch or what, but 15 to 20 minutes is a long time.
I guess they couldn't swap out on that part. Like a lot of times they let them swap out, but not there. And then so it looks like it's going to be Cirie, like something. I guess this tribe's breaking up since we're going to tribe swap next week. But with this tribe, it was like Cirie versus Jenna, and then Ozzy gets pulled in, and then it's like no, it might be somebody else. Like, and then it ends up being Jenna first boot.
Yeah, unanimous, 7 out of the 8 votes.
Yeah, and it just didn't. They're doing a really good job of playing that off, like more and taking us to tribal without knowing who's getting voted out.
Yeah, I didn't see that happen. I thought it was going to be split between her and Cirie.
So did I. I did too. Absolutely. And then Then that also in episode 1, Genevieve finds the Billie Eilish idol.
Yep.
And then sends it to Ozzy.
How do you feel about the I guess sponsored by a celebrity idols?
I mean, I don't know. I don't follow Billie Eilish much. I didn't know she was a fan. Apparently none of the Survivor players did either. I guess
except Devins today, he was like, "Oh yeah, she's one of my favorites." I was like, "Okay, Devins."
I still did he know that she was a Survivor fan though? Maybe he's met her since she's a Survivor fan. Maybe she really liked this season.
Who knows?
She went to Macon, Georgia, and was on the news there. And they became close friends.
Yeah.
And then, so then you got 3 people sent on a journey, and they all compare notes on the Coach versus Ozzy situation. And Mike takes the Coach info and takes it back to Coach, and Coach tries to set the record straight with his tribe after getting really upset and then doing his little meditation. He went and did his Coach meditation and took it back to his tribe and tried to set it straight. Wouldn't be the first time, or wouldn't be the last time he sets it straight.
No, definitely not. He'll set it straight with everyone next episode.
And then Colby versus Savannah in the what you put the reverse Jenga challenge, where it felt like this was Colby's to lose, and he lost it.
He did. He was trying to go high, so she couldn't reach or something.
Yeah, and he was almost there.
Idea, but
he was almost there, and then so it falls on him. Savannah gets a block a vote, and one problem I have with this is they said this whole introduction on the note, like fans voted, they want idols, and they want them to be dynamic, and then she gets a block a vote.
Yeah,
is that dynamic?
And the crazy thing is, when they started the challenge, they're like, you're playing to win, to keep your vote. Loser loses their vote, and that's all they said. And then Colby leaves, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way, Savannah, you get a block a vote." So
I do like that, though.
Yeah,
I do like that.
So Colby doesn't.
So Colby didn't have that information.
Yeah. The problem is no one believes her. Even though that's really what they told him.
Well, if she would have made it to merge, then Colby would have, and Colby made it to merge, or they swapped tribe. They were on the same tribe after this tribe swap. Then he would have been able to verify that, and so she would have been in a lot better position.
Yeah.
And then so now in that Vatu tribe, we haven't got to it yet because once again they win immunity, but you got Q and Colby in that power alliance that both don't have votes.
Yeah, that's gonna. Now, do we know how long they don't have their votes for? One of them was just for one tribal, right?
I think it's till the next tribal, and so they haven't been to tribal, so they still don't. Now they're going to be on different teams, though, maybe, or we'll see. But they won't have a vote there.
That actually would work out best for them if they
get split up,
so they don't have to both not have their vote at the same time.
And then they, like you said, they didn't believe that Savannah didn't have an advantage, and then Kyle got pulled from the game, and that was kind of it for episode 1.
Yeah, I had accidentally gotten spoiled because I couldn't watch the first episode till Monday. I'd gotten spoiled. I saw Kyle's Instagram popped up for me and showed him like coming out of surgery, posting about it, and I kind of flipped away real quick. But I had thought he like torn his ACL or something like that. Yeah, so I'm watching the episode, and I'm like, already knowing he gets hurt. And I'm like, I thought it might have happened in like that very first marooning challenge when he was like, because he was like pushing the boat or something. I think out into the water. I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't like tear his ACL just doing this right off the bat.
Man, even worse than ACL, the Achilles, man, that's rough.
Yeah,
that's rough. So hopefully, good for him. He took it well, as well as you can take it in that situation. And
I heard his exit interview. When they were testing his calves to see if like his foot would move. He said, yeah, I was trying to wiggle my toes, make my toes wiggle when he pushed my calf to try to make it look like it was fine.
But he really wanted to stay in the game.
I know. Yeah. He was like, they were on to me. I couldn't do anything about it.
And so then Jeff informs the cast about Kyle, and then Ozzy starts going in about how he thought he was going to have to be taken out of the game because his back was really hurting in that challenge.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he finishes, Coach is like, no, let me chime in. It's my turn. You're spreading lies about me, Ozzy, and I got to set the record straight.
He's like, I'm gonna play all these days out here with dignity. I was like, oh, here we go.
Man, him and Joe they need to be put on the same tribe on the swamp.
That would be perfect.
Joe will follow him blindly till the
yeah.
end until
Oh yeah.
Coach slaughters him.
Oh man.
And then so they had the reward challenge for tarps and supplies. Camilla sets out. It's going to be a theme of of the season. Anytime that her tribe has the numbers advantage, Camilla is setting out.
Unless it's a puzzle.
Anytime she can. And then Mike White went off on that. Like, he stormed out to a huge lead. Like, he just destroyed Kobe and Joe.
Yeah. I have on here, new abbed up Mike White killing the challenge. He sprinted across that beam.
Like, the only person that did it better was it Savannah? Or not Savannah, but Stephanie again?
No, Stephanie fell once.
No, it was one of the women. Do I have it on here?
I know Aubrey belly flopped when she got the first thing and missed the target, so that wasn't her. Stephanie fell.
I think I have Savannah. Maybe it was Savannah.
I think it might have been. Yeah,
that went through it quick.
Oh, Emily went across real fast, I think, too.
And then, so it ended up being at the end, Devins versus Coach in a showdown. So, like, at this point of the episode, I'm like, oh, Vatu is really gonna miss Kyle. Like, this is where, not having Kyle is gonna, like, they're toast. And then it's like we're gonna have a little bit more of an even game. And then so Devins ends up getting the rings quick. He was the first one there and ends up getting his third ring first, while Coach only had two, and then Coach gets his second before Q even tosses, I think.
Yeah.
And then cut to the beach, and here we got Aubrey.
But hold up. We need to rewind.
Okay.
We forgot to talk about what happened in the very beginning of the episode. When Christian shat himself.
Oh, we did.
Oh. And Joe and Emily could not stop laughing. I was like, when they first showed him, it's just Joe looking at him. He's like, "You all right?" And Christian just like, "Hold on, I'm not sure."
It's like he came back with his khakis on.
I was like, no, he didn't just shit himself.
What did he call it? Like some type of
gastric
bowel movement.
Yeah, extraction or something. Oh my god!
Oh man, poor Christian.
I know.
Poor Christian, you're not getting around that one.
That has to be a first. I think it's probably happened before, but it's got to be a first that they really focused on it like that.
Like right in front of where everybody caught it. Everybody caught it. And so then Aubrey cuts to Aubrey being annoyed with her tribe.
Yeah.
And then everybody in her tribe thinks that she has an idol. Like after Genevieve found her boomerang, she's like, there's got to be other ones on the tribe. And so she's like, well, Aubrey, being the crazy person that she is, she's takes her backpack with her everywhere, never puts it down. So I think he's got the idol.
That set him off, thinking that something's in there she's hiding.
And the best part of this is they play recon on her, take her away. Or she goes and they recon, like they got somebody with her, they got somebody watching out while they search her bag, put everything back in there perfectly, and she doesn't have anything. And then 15 minutes later in the episode,
she gets it. She gets the exact thing that Genevieve thought she had.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I said this out loud. I was like, as soon as she got that idol, I was like, they already went through her bag. They're not going to think she has anything.
Here we go. Arthur says, where's the Zach Morris field hockey idol? Yeah, they should just sponsor all the idols. At least it's not like the Affleck idol, or they don't go that corporate with it.
I'm surprised they're doing 2 Billie Eilish boomerang idols. And
there had to be a third.
There's probably one for each tribe, but I'm surprised they didn't do like a different celebrity on each one. They're not maximizing their opportunities.
Wonder how mad Devins was today when they're watching the episode that he wasn't the one that found that idol.
Oh yeah, big time.
Christian ended up telling him about it though, didn't he?
He did, yeah. That's when he was like,
"Oh
yeah, she's
yeah,
one of my favorites."
That's right. You know, he was steaming, like he's like, "Oh, I didn't find it.
How didn't I find it?" And dude, did you see the way he found it? He was just like walking around talking to the camera, and all of a sudden, boom, there it is.
Christian's such an odd dude.
He is, man. He's hilarious. I love it.
Like, I think I put it to you earlier today. I was like, if they ever do like a spinoff of Fatherhood Sheldon, like it's got to be, it's like Christian is the perfect candidate.
Oh yeah.
They could even throw Aubrey in there for his wife. And then Jonathan out there fishing again.
Well,
like he
took his buddy out there too. Didn't go well for Coach.
Oh man, Coach. Like Coach almost died. Did you get that? Did you hear it?
Yeah. If Jonathan wasn't there, he could have died out there. Forget about the boat and the people that actually brought him in, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean he would have. He didn't say he might have died. He said he would have died. Yeah, he was toast. Oh man, and he stretches out his legs. See him fine later in the episode. Just get that.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna drink 5 coconuts. Well, Ozzy's there to pull him down from the trees. How you gonna get 5 coconuts?
Chrissy gave him those calf massages. He was good to go after that.
Oh God. Mom Chrissy, man.
They're getting annoyed by her.
Thing. D was the first one to really say something about it. Then you see everybody else like, yeah, this is kind of this momming is annoying, but
yeah,
seems like she's gonna get saved by the tribe swap this week.
Definitely. There's gonna be a lot of the tribe swap's gonna help a lot of people, and it's gonna hurt a couple too.
Yeah. And then then we go to more annoyance with Devins and Joe. This is so funny, man.
They hate Joe because he's too honest and loyal. How am I supposed to play Survivor with someone like this?
When they're talking and the Joe's like going on a spill later, like this is later in the episode, whatever, Joe's going on the spill about like, well, Savannah told me, I don't understand why. And the Devin's just like, screw this, and just storms off.
He's like, I'm done, I can't do it. He's like, I don't know how to play with you, man. I've never played with anyone like you. Which I guess is true. He is one of a kind on the.
And that's what Camilla and Kyle were the ones that got him on their season, right? He was on their season.
Yeah,
the ones that got him.
He was burned by them. Yeah.
And he wouldn't, like, the whole time, like he was like, oh, we gotta do the honor.
Yeah.
And then Christian introduces a Jotation, playing around Joe.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. He's talking to the camera about his Jotation, how they gotta play differently around Joe, and then immediately finds the idol like right did.
Did you notice when Joe was in the hammock and Christian was talking to him, and the way they did the camera angle
looked like he was talking into his armpit.
Face was just under the net. It looked like he was like laying right under him. I'm like, what is going on?
It looked like he was talking into his armpit.
Yeah, I know. And then finally they showed a different angle and he's like sitting next to him. But they did that on purpose. It was like, what is going on here?
It was wild camera work.
I was like, why is Christian underneath of Joe right now having a serious conversation?
And this is just where they're airing out all the dirty laundry, because Rizzo did not come to Survivor to play camp. He did not come to play camp.
He's cutting throats.
That might have been I didn't really like Rizzo and Savannah on 49.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of was on the other side of them. But they kind of both won me over in this season. I think they're both doing better. Rizzo seems to kind of have tamed it down a little bit.
Colby didn't like him.
Until the Riz God starts coming back out, then I might be like, okay, turn
He's
it
not
down.
gonna like Riz God. He might like Rizzo, but he won't like Riz God.
He hasn't got that cocky in the game, even though his team's winning immunities this time. Weren't they? Didn't they? Their tribe like lost all the immunities early last year, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And they were on the Orange tribe then too.
Yeah.
But the Orange tribe just gets decimated every season. Maybe they should retire the color.
I wonder what color that. Remember when Stephanie was on her season first? She was the last one remaining from her tribe because they lost every.
And they didn't do a swap or anything.
They didn't swap. She was by herself, and then they finally swapped when she spent the night by herself on her camp.
That must have given them the idea to swap after that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I didn't see that season. I like I watched like the first 7 seasons when they were all the exotic locations whenever I went back, and then I never really got back into like the middle seasons.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get into, I think I got to Survivor in like 2017 or 18 after getting into Big Brother.
Okay.
Big Brother
Yeah.
was the first one I got into.
Oh yeah.
And then Joe, yeah, we already talked about Joe getting on Rick about the Savannah Whisper and then how that all played out. Q is really getting annoyed with Rizzo and Angelina because they're not pulling their weight, and Colby's kind of going back on on the Rizzo thing. Like, these guys just aren't working.
They're too lazy. Too lazy. Q said about 3 people out of the 8-person tribe is doing something.
Yeah. And then Chrissy is the one for Kalo that sets out in the tribal immunity, and then Rizzo and Genevieve are way back in this challenge. I'm like at this point I'm like, Vato's screwed. Like they are toast. And then Colby and Stephanie come in and just beast it.
They
passed everybody.
Spread it out there, and then next thing you know, they're back with it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that was insane. And then see, they all get to the end, the little what are those balance puzzle type things?
Yeah. I think they got three people pulling from different directions trying to keep that. I don't know how they do it, but it's keep that ball on the
ball plank.
Yeah, on the plank.
And then all 3 get there pretty much at the same time.
Yeah.
And Vatu ends up getting immunity again. And then Cila drops. They were close to the end. They drop. And then Devins and Christian start getting a little chirpy, and you hear Ozzy in the background. And then they're just toast after that. Kalo takes second, sending Cila back to tribal, the hot mess tribe that they are.
Back at it. One more thing about that challenge. Did you see Jonathan and Camilla went to get the snake?
He was pulling.
Jonathan had the whole damn thing on his shoulder. Camilla's got like the very tip of the tail, just like in her hand, walking with it while Jonathan's like.
I think at one point she was riding the snake and he was just pulling her through. Like, that man is a beast.
I know. I thought he was gonna die when he was done though. He turned over. He was just like laying there, like, oh god.
That dude is. I forgot how like physically insane he was on his season. Like they need the first chance they get, like they're gonna have to get rid of him.
Did you see him in the reward challenge when he dove straight off the first platform to get the rings and just went straight down to get the rings? Didn't come up until the rings
Savannah did the same thing.
Yeah, like, that was crazy.
So Savannah went down and got the rings, and she did the same thing. And I kind of expected it from like Ozzy and Jonathan who did it, but like Savannah, I was like, wow, okay, Savannah.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Yeah.
And then get back to camp after losing immunity, and Emily, no reads on the game, goes and floats Ozzy to Cirie.
like the one person you don't want to mention to Cirie is Ozzy. She's like, yeah, I think we should get Ozzy. Kind of.
This is what's so impressive about Cirie is she immediately talks it down, like just puts it and doesn't like defend, not defending Ozzy, Ozzy, but just kind of point at like, hey, what about Savannah, and the advantage and how scary she is. And then Cirie immediately goes and works on Christian and Devins. Like she's awesome. Like she's doing so good right now.
And to Savannah's credit, she clocked that Cirie was protecting Ozzy.
She absolutely did. And then nobody went with Savannah though. That was the problem at the end. I thought Savannah was at that point. Whenever Savannah did that, I was like, okay, she's gonna go far. She's kind of the total package. Like I thought she was just like a comp beast in a season of bad competitive players, but she really showed that she was the total package, and they probably did the right thing by getting rid of her tonight.
Yeah, and my dumbass was blindsided again. I was like, tribal council, all right, Ozzy or Joe, who's it gonna be?
That's what they led it up to. Like they kind of seemed like. At first it was Ozzy, and then it went to Savannah, and then then they were like, no, Joe, and then a little bit of Devins, and then it was back to Joe, and then Like it was a mess. This tribe's crazy.
I know. It keeps switching around, and then it's unanimous every time. So again,
Yeah, and unanimous again,
uh,
and then we go to tribal. It's like we both had that Savannah was seeing right through Cirie, and she knew what was going on. And then Christian, right before they go to tribal, Christian tells Devins about the Billie Eyelash idol. And then the Devins comes up with this master plan that we'll see how it works out. I don't understand what's going on here.
When he first said it, I'm like, I don't really get what he's trying to do here, but I guess we'll see. And then we saw it, and I still don't quite get it.
It's Rick Devins. Like he's not going to win the game, but he's going to be fun as hell while he's on the island. He's entertaining as hell. And then they, like we said, they voted out Savannah, and then Christian
just takes a dive.
Takes a dive.
He made it look so perfect.
He so did. Real. They're just like, "Are you all right?" And then starts walking the wrong way, and
he's like, "Yeah, I meant to do that,"
which he actually did. He's such a goofball. I love Christian.
I hope he stays for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there's some people like him and Devins have to stay. We just need some of these people for their drama. Like
I need Coach to stick around. I'm not a huge Coach fan, but I need him to stick around.
Coach and Ozzy definitely have to make it. If they're not on the same tribe here, they got to make it post merge. And we need the Coach Ozzy, part 2. On the field. And one person that was good for drama in her season that can go right now is Aubrey. Like I'm kind of over the Aubrey experience, but she's got that idol now.
Well, maybe she'll go home with the idol in her pocket, and it'll go back to Christian.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she's gonna play it. Well, I don't know. It depends on what tribe she's on now. I think she knew she was on the bottom of her tribe.
Yeah,
and so she would have played it, but.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for this season of players to go home with an idol.
I think so.
Yeah, they're too. I don't see them allowing that to happen.
Today would have been the perfect day if they could have just stuck with the Ozzy.
Yeah,
they could have got him again, but
Savannah had to tell Cirie about it.
Yeah. And then tribe switch already going into next week. What do you? Like you said earlier, you're not a fan of it.
I don't usually like it this early. But so what are we at? We've lost 3 people, so we're at 21 now. So we'll have 3 tribes of 7. I guess it's good because the one was down to it was 6, 7, and 8, right? Yeah. So now it'll be 7s across the board. It's fine. I mean, obviously, it all depends on how they get mixed up and who gets. If we have
you think it's gonna be a random draw, or are they gonna pair them up again?
I think it'll be. I think they'll draw like colored rocks or whatever, and
hopefully I think that'll be better because
otherwise,
I wish they would have done that at the beginning instead of like putting everybody in certain tribes.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Kind of like the randomness better. Anything else on Survivor?
No, I'm really excited for the season. It's at first, when they first announced it and they released the cast, there was a lot of. And I guess I kind of hopped on that bandwagon. I was like, oh, this person's not here. This person's not here. What are they doing? There's too many new people. There's so many people from the last few seasons, but it hasn't mattered. It's been really good.
I think what they wanted to avoid this time, and I think they found the right cast. And I think some of the winners or some of the past legends that were on Winners at War probably didn't want to come back.
Yeah,
because exactly what happened in that season, and so far we're kind of avoiding it here. Where like all the newbies just like we're gonna take all the legends out immediately, and so that's probably put a sour taste in a lot of the legends' mouth.
Yeah,
but I mean they could have got some more people like Rob not being on it, and then not making the cut, and some more entertaining people like that.
Yeah, a lot of people want Carolyn back on it, which would have been good, but.
she would have been a character with this cast.
But yeah, I think that's the thing. Like the mix of all these crazy characters has been really good.
I think they did an okay job.
Yeah, they did a good job. I think
really the only person like Aubrey and Emily, I don't see where they fit yet.
Yeah,
but, maybe they'll get their spot. Aubrey's she's been too standoffish and just really hasn't found her groove yet. Maybe she was just the wrong tribe, and she'll find some people to get with. But
yeah, who was she with Who's out here that she's played with before? Do you know off the
I
top of your
don't
head?
I don't really remember
Yeah, I
on that
can't.
seasons.
I looked it up. I looked up like all the groupings at one time, but I can't remember now who she was with. I know she's
But
played twice before, I think, but I don't
I just
remember.
need Emily to kind of produce her own thoughts and stick with it, or she's so easily swayed right now, or just like gung ho to just kind of go in whatever direction. She goes whatever direction the wind blows right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's kind of wild. But so Traitors.
Traitors. It's over. We're
It's
talking about it
over.
for the first time, and it's over.
First, what a season.
It was good. It was really good. I mean,
Uh
I'm a Traitors mark, so I like them all, but this was a really good season. And
I
Rob
think
just wire to wire.
Rob or Cirie, the best traitor
Yeah,
that's played.
Alan called Rob the best trader of all time.
Did he?
He did.
I thought he said one of the best. Did he
Well,
say the
okay,
best?
he might have said one of the best. Yeah, he might have said
Because
one
I
of
mean,
the best.
Cirie was really, really impressive her season.
Yeah, and I actually I didn't start watching Traitors till season 2, so I didn't see her season 1 when it was mix of celebrities and just regular people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was a mix. And so Rob, you have to get lucky in games like this. Rob got
Oh yeah,
really lucky with how the game fell in his lap. He did a lot of planning and took advantage of how it did, but there was a lot of luck involved.
yeah. And no one ever wanted to believe he was a traitor, but like I don't know, a lot of his like responses and answers to stuff was just not really much of anything. He was just
He
he
played into
never
being an
said anything.
airhead. Like
Yeah,
he played into being, the stupid, good-looking guy, and like
yeah,
to his credit, he kind of realized that was the character that he needed to play, and he found the worst move. The worst move was it Kyle, or what was the other trader's name at the end? Was it Kyle?
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah,
Okay. Eric letting him, carry Mora all the way through.
yeah,
Once it was final five, once they got Johnny out, like it's like Eric or Rob won the game because
yeah. Oh yeah,
Mora wasn't going against him, and
she wasn't.
then like they
Yeah,
were just going to take out Eric at
yep,
the end. So once Johnny was gone, like you knew, like it was kind of sewed up. There wasn't much drama there.
yeah. Once it got to that final 3, and Eric was the only one that voted to stop the game, and he saw the other two, and he's like, "Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
I see
and
how this is going."
he should have done a better job convincing Mora, about Rob, but
Yeah,
he couldn't get it done.
yeah.
And
He,
then
he didn't have it in him.
a lot of drama.
He's not a traitor.
A
He's not a
lot of
traitor.
drama in the season.
Yeah,
Was fun.
yeah. It was a good
It was
season for
it was
sure.
fun. They had I really like the cast. Who were your favorites in the cast?
Well, I like Michael Rappaport. I know it's not a popular opinion, but he's cracked me up every time. The way he shoveled his food off his plate
Oh
and
yeah.
was just going off at every turn. He was
Yeah,
entertaining.
he was there to serve his part. I think early in the season we talked, and I was like, he's not going to make it long, but
Yeah,
like I just hope he makes it, a couple more weeks, and he did. Like
yeah,
he
yeah,
made it a couple weeks, probably longer than he should have, and it was entertaining. He served.
yeah, yeah. And I liked Colton because I like the person that always like is throwing someone's name out every time, right or wrong, and then he actually was right there towards the end, but then they couldn't hang on to him anymore. They had to get rid of him because he was starting to bark up the right tree.
And then Tara and Johnny like nailed it right at the end, but couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
Couldn't get like they just
yeah,
one round table too late. Like
yeah. They needed to get Mark on board, and I don't know why they couldn't, or maybe didn't try, or I don't know.
they
Mark seemed on the fence, but he kept sticking with Rob.
I think were they ever on Eric and Rob
They were
whenever Mark was there? I think Mark was gone. I think when Mark got eliminated is whenever they really honed in on
there was
Rob and Eric.
something about Mark was Rob's name got brought up to Mark, or he was starting to get suspicion of Rob, but he never did anything about it. And
They
I
could have
think,
got him on Eric though,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, they
because
should have.
he was already really suspicious on Eric, and I think they could have They could have got him on air, but they were one round table too late.
I like how Johnny and Tara were like hiding their friendship. But it worked. Like, how did none of these people know that these? I mean, I didn't know they were like super best friends, talk to each other every day of their lives, but like they're both Olympic figure skaters that have been doing this for their whole lives. You know, they know each other at a minimum.
Exactly. Like,
what are we doing? We don't want to let anybody know we're friends. What?
But I've been watching the UK season. It's on Peacock now, and I binged through it. And so they do a lot of the same challenges. There's very, very little that differs.
Yeah.
And so just kind of seeing how that's played out to this season, it's been pretty interesting how different the game was.
Yeah.
And I really love newbie seasons or people that aren't famous. Like it's going to be, I'm telling you, that when they bring it to the States, it's going to be really good.
And it's going to be on NBC.
Yep.
Not just Peacock.
Yeah.
Is that in the fall? When is that starting?
Hopefully. I think they were casting for it during the filming of this one. So it might be, I don't know if they can get it out in the fall or not. That'll be.
Well, they're only there for a few weeks, right?
Yeah.
They only film for a few weeks. So well, do they do the same way if it's all newbies?
They should. I think it's just like 2 weeks is what I think it is.
Okay. Yeah. Because they do a challenge and a roundtable every day when they're filming.
And so one thing that I've seen on the UK season, like one thing that's always, because on the US version they show them they act like they sleep in the castle. When I don't think that they sleep in the castle, or at least they don't on the UK season, because they ship them out in cars. And so I was like, how did the Traitors just walk around with nobody knowing, like hearing them come out of their rooms and stuff?
Yeah.
So
now that I've when Bananas would podcast about it from when he was on, and he said they went to a hotel.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I didn't kind of understand it because they show them like getting in bed, put on their pajamas, and it's just a completely different host. Like the host has a real dry humor in the UK, and no Alan, but she's still good in her own right. But Alan's the best host.
He's a really good host.
Reality TV right now, I think.
Yeah, he is.
I think I'd take him over everybody.
He's great.
He's kind of what makes the show here. But really excited for the newbie season. I need to finish the last episode of the UK season and wrap that up. House of Villains.
Dude, I love this chaotic mess of a show.
It is so good. Like the first 2 seasons were good just for the drama.
Yeah.
But what they did this year with getting Tyson and then especially Paul.
Yeah.
Like the gameplay has just been incredible so far. It's fun.
It's awesome. Tyson and Sandoval are broed up.
I think you said you've went through 2, so I don't want to get too much I don't want to spoil. I don't remember what happens in 3 as opposed to 2. So
yeah, so at the end of 2 they cliffhangered who was going home, but I did see that it was Jackie that.
Okay, so you haven't got to the second super villain and all that. Okay. Yeah, it's a really good episode, man.
I love how Tyson pulled the lever, and then Joel McHale's like, "Who pulled the lever?" Tyson's like, "Me." All right, you're banished. See ya. Tyson's like, "Oh, what?"
Tyson with short hair, man. I didn't expect that.
I know. He looks so different that way.
And then didn't expect the Tyson and Sandoval like being best bros.
Bro out.
That was wild. Paul is playing exactly like Paul.
Yep.
It's just what he does.
Yeah, he's just an extension of his big brother self.
Exactly like that. He gets into it and he plays harder than just about anybody else I've seen. Like it's insane.
Yeah, New York has taken up residency in this house. It's her third. She's been in as many seasons as Joel McHale.
I love New York, man.
Yeah.
Like, just
dude, how about
he's a great character?
When what's the below deck chick's name? Oh, Kate.
Oh, Kate. I did not see that pairing.
She came in there and like tried to shake New York's hand or whatever, and she was like, "I'm Kate," and she's like asking who she was or whatever. And she's like, "You don't know who I am?" She's like, "Put your hand away." What? What is she doing?
I'm gonna get too ahead of myself, but them two, I did not see them two becoming like besties. Like
yeah, they ended up having a room together because of the bed fiasco or whatever, and then they ended up liking each other.
Like Kate's such good casting.
Oh yeah.
I think Paul's great for the show. Like I kind of like. I don't know if there's any bad people in this show.
No, there's
Anybody that I
no
could do without.
the only maybe the mob wives lady.
She's gonna. I think she's gonna
She's
bring some
pretty good.
drama. I think.
Yeah,
Like
true. She's the only her and Plain Jane are the only two I think I didn't know beforehand.
Yeah, I didn't know but I think Plain Jane is playing like is a very good character in this
Yeah.
show.
Oh
This,
yeah.
this
Oh
show,
yeah.
like really bringing a lot to it.
Yeah.
So
The RuPaul's Drag Race cast members always bring the good drama to the show.
they do. They do. All right, man. Anything else you want to talk about before we hop off here?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Right now, House of Villains, Survivor is all that's going on in the reality world.
Is
That
the challenge done filming yet?
I think they're filming right now. 42. Oh wait, speaking of the challenge, how about Bananas right bringing Joel McHale in on his moped?
Ashley Mitchell was like, I can't get away from this guy.
Like I thought I was gonna do a show without him for once. Oh wait,
yeah.
that's another thing I wanted to ask. Wasn't Johnny Middlebrooks on a season of the challenge? I know he's from Love Island, but I could have swore he was on a season of the challenge once. Maybe just like one
I
season.
want to say so because I don't watch Love Island, but I
Yeah.
know he might have been on Netflix that a dating show with Netflix cast members like from The Circle and Love Island. So he might have been on that. The
Hold up, I'm
Perfect
looking
Match,
at
I think.
I think he was on the challenge. Here it is. Hold up.
He's either because
He was on Ride or Dies.
He was on Ride or Dies.
Yeah, who was his ride? He was with Raven. Remember Raven?
Okay, yep.
They were dating her. Maybe she might have been from Love Island too. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I knew him from one of the shows, so I guess it was that one. I don't know if he was on Perfect Match or not, but speaking of which, man, I can't believe Netflix canceled The Circle. I love that show.
I never did see that one.
It was a good one. Good competition reality show. That's what we're here for.
Are you watching Love is Blind?
No, I can't. Like the last couple seasons, I just couldn't. Last season started my distaste for it, and this season, like it's just too. I guess after what was his name?
The dude that was on House of Villains?
Shake, yeah.
Shake.
After Shake season, like everybody is so hesitant to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to blame that. And then the females, like can't remember their names either, but like the Mean Girls Club and all that. Like everybody's so it's not fun anymore. Like I don't want to see people. I didn't watch it to watch people fall in love and get married.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah. The only season I saw was the one. I think it was 2 seasons ago. The one that was in Charlotte. But it was. Isn't it like 5 days a week or something like that?
No, I think it's just it comes out like
they release an episode. Big batches.
Yeah,
right?
big batches. They release like 3 episodes at a time. I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was all right, but not enough for me to really get invested in.
I tried to watch it, just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
But we need some more reality TV shows, man.
Oh, wait, did you watch Vanderpump Rules, the new Vanderpump Rules?
I haven't gotten into that either. Like
it just finished. They just had the finale last week. But I mean, I'll keep watching it just because I watch trash reality TV, but it's definitely not. If you liked the original, it's definitely not the same.
Yeah,
maybe because I'm old, and they're all like super young now. I don't like the original cast was in the beginning, but it's not.
I mean, it doesn't have Jackson Sandoval on it. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Just turned out to be just complete train wrecks in their real life.
I mean, there's some train wrecks on there. They're just young train wrecks, so I guess you expect it. Maybe they'll grow into something.
They're not like 45-year-old train wrecks.
Yeah, they were celebrating like their 22nd birthday. I was like, oh, geez. Talking about making me feel old.
That's one thing that Sandoval says after you'll see it in episode 3 after they do the vote him out. He's like, at least I lasted longer than Jax. On House of Villains.
Jax was terrible on his season of House of Villains. It was awful.
All right, man. Well, we'll be back next week after the Survivor episode 3.
After the tribe swap. Excited to see what happens.
should be interesting. It's gonna be a great season.
Oh yeah.
All right, buddy. We'll catch
All
you
right.
then.
All right. See you.